Now, QR codes. QR codes are very cool, especially in the realm of when you're putting it on print media, especially. I use them a lot when I'm talking to restaurant owners, especially. I use them at churches a lot. I've sold our system and talked to a lot of churches about our system. One of the things I'm positioning our product with churches, especially, is online giving, and I'm showing them how they can, with their phone, scan a QR code, takes them right to a page that is basically a form that creates, that captures information, and they can give to the church online right there with just a scan right there on their phone. And so all we do is teach the church how we build the form for them, build the landing page for them, everything. It's just a couple things they need. But that's how I'm using QR codes in those particular markets. I love using it in restaurants. I love using it in salons and hairstylists and places like that where they're wanting to have their clientele book appointments. With that QR code, they can scan it right there and then be able to have their appointments, the page that their calendar is on right there. So that's how I use it. How do you make a QR code? It's real easy. If you are in Chrome, that's what I use. Um, there is a little icon right over here to the right hand side that's got this box with an arrow going up. Alls you do is you click on it and you see where it says QR code. You go there and you print that out, or you download it as a JPEG or whatever, and you put it on your print media. And then, if anybody is on right now and has an iPhone or any type of phone, you could probably scan that right now, and you will see it will take you to this page right here. So any page you want to create a QR code for, you can do that just by using that function right there. Okay. And so that's highly effective. Like I said, if you're talking to restaurants and you're wanting to set up digital menus, you could create table toppers for them, put that on there, and then when people scan it, their menus right there. They can even place orders right there. You can show them how they can do their whole point of sale right there at the table. Okay. And then they in the back get an email that's got the entire order on it right there, and it's already paid for, and all they're doing is bringing it out to them, which would be the same system that they would use for their online orders, their to-go orders, and all that. So restaurants, once you get them into the system and learning how this works, really like that because it's very effective. And here's the other thing: if the customer puts in the order wrong, then whose problem is it? If the French fries were left off and they weren't on the order, if the customer's doing all the data entry, then the customer's on the hook for getting the order right, right? So restaurant owners really like that. Okay,
So the QR code is no cost, Terry, right?
QR code's no cost. Absolutely. The only thing you're going to pay for is if how fancy you want to get with the printing. If you want to go all out, and I would tell you, you can go to what is that, Kinkos and places like that, and have some nice tabletop. Everybody know what a tabletopper is? These little tents,
Yeah.
yeah, that you can lay on tables and stuff like that. And then you do some printing. If you're not a graphic person and you don't know how to really make a really snazzy, here's all you do: get your QR code, go over to Fiverr, get you a graphic designer, give them this, and says, "Hey, I need a great table topper for an Italian restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, a Greek restaurant, a steak house. That's the imagery I've got to have." And for 5-10 bucks, have someone design you a nice graphic laid out table topper. Take that PDF file over to Kinko's, have it printed out on some hard card stock, and design it. So there's ways that you can get this done, very affordable. And here's what I would do. As a sales professional that's going in helping restaurant owners and folks in that area, if you want to really impress them, go and make a little mock menu. If you can, get their menu offline, just get a few items on there, make you a little order form, which is nothing more than a form, right? Put it on a landing page, get it nice and neat, make a QR code, spend a little time, and walk right in and set it on their table and says, "This could be yours." And then There you go. That's a great way to start a conversation. And then once you design it once, you can use that same one for every restaurant you go to, you know. But, you know, that would be a great way of impressing that restaurant owner. Okay. And that's how I use that. I've used it for churches. I've used it. We're about to talk to a school, and they're going to be able to put this up all over the campus, and it's also going to go out in their mailers and stuff like that. They're doing to parents, and so that just gets them, you know, back onto a digital platform that's totally editable anytime they need to do
What
that.
what saves them a ton of time having to type in the domain name, right?
Oh,
People don't have
absolutely.
the patience to type in a domain name on a smartphone as much these days. So that QR code just really, takes the work out of it, there. So
Oh, it's great. And then the other thing is type errors and stuff. I mean, it's just like, for instance,
right.
my website's terrywilson3.com. And you know what I constantly have to do? I have to spell my name. That's Terry with a Y, and that's the three's the number. You know, you're always having to explain how to phonetically, or
Oh yeah.
you know, type out.
Harry, what's that uploader thing that you have in your browser? Is that an app?
Are you jumping line, Bam Bam?
Yeah, kind of. I was
Okay.
looking at that little uploader thing you got in your
I don't
browser.
even know where you're at with. I don't see an uploader.
The way you
You
got
talking
to the
about this
top,
right here?
yeah, it looks like a little upload thing.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. You had to click on. So any
I
dome.
mean, is that automatically there? I don't usually see that.
Yeah. So let's just go to ronhoslam.com. So if I wanted to create a great looking site there, Ron, if I wanted to create a QR code for Ron Hoslam's website, I would click that little uploader icon that you called it. And you see right here, this is where I can copy the link. I can send it to my phone. I can make a QR code. I can cast it up to my Google compatible devices and stuff. There's all kinds of commands you can do. I can share it on social media. Well, right here is where you would create a QR code. And so right there, I could take this QR code, and Ron, if you got an iPhone or anybody else has an iPhone, they can right now, and I'll show you through the power of the internet, nothing between my ears. You see my phone right there, right? I'm going to go to the camera. I'm going to the camera.
Mine's just like a share, though. I don't see the upload. I don't have a box like that on my browser.
And it takes, if you'll notice, it takes me right to your site. See?
Yeah, Bam Bam, you might have a share icon, arrow pointing to the right. This has the same information though on the menu. That's what I have. So I don't have the upload either. I just have
Yeah. Well, so how do you get that in there?
well, it should be right there next to the star. It doesn't look like Terry's. It looks different, but you can click it, and when you do, you'll see the same thing that he's showing.
I'm
So,
not seeing that. When I
well,
click
what
on
I
it, I don't
did,
see
I just Googled how to create a free QR code.
it. Okay.
And there's multiple ways of doing it. You could
Yeah.
go to a site like this that's probably going to try to sell you printing or something, but there's multiple ways to do it. I'm just using the quickest, easiest way I know. Okay. But there's a QR code. There's tons of them out there. Here's a QR code generator right here. So I put in Ron Hoslam, like for instance, right here in this particular. But if you'll just Google it,
Is there like another name for that? Because I can't find that thing. I've dug around in there. I'm doing it while you're talking, and I can't find the same thing that he was just mentioning that it should be there, like right next to it by the star.
So he's using Chrome and Dad's using Chrome. Dad's on Apple and he's on Microsoft, but it's probably just your extension. But it's under my Chrome thing here too. I'm not sure which web browser you use, but the
Yeah, it's
Chrome one's the
Chrome.
one that's got that.
Yeah, it's Chrome. I'm using Chrome.
Yeah, it'll be in your search bar.
Huh. I don't know. I don't see it there. It doesn't come up.
I'm sending you a link here to everyone. I just Googled that right there. And if you'll notice, all I did was I put in your website and I hit start now, and it created this QR code right here.